Hello friends, welcome to Folk Beats. Friends, you know that mysticism, Sufism and music go back a long time. Today in our studios, we invited someone special who's not only a researcher, but has a keen interest in Sufism and music. Mr. Sajjad Anwar, who's the chairman of Folk Studios, Islamabad. Welcome to our studios.
Thank you so much.
Sajjad Saab, let's begin with your life. You are a researcher or a consultant?
Yes,
who are you?
Yes, I am researcher by profession.
Okay.
I belong to a Sufi family. I belong to Sufi literature. I belong to Sufi music. That's why all these three things are inbuilt in my personality. And I am trying to do some sort of little bit contribution toward Sufism, toward folk, toward literature of Sufism, and for the peace and prosperity of the society.
So let me understand, you studied history and disaster management and you have been
These are
researching
the,
on Kafi.
for example,
What's the link
history is my basic subject, which I have done my master's in history from Punjab University, and disaster management is my profession. Due to my experience in development sector, I have been served in many years in development sector, being a consultant, being a researcher, being a trainer, being an institutional builder. So that disaster was the core component which I have been learned a lot, and finally I decided to get a degree in disaster management.
Okay.
To earn money.
Your family has a very old connection with Sufism.
Yeah, my family has very much old connection with Sufism because we have been traveled from Medina to Bukhara to Manawar, and Manawar to Gujarat. And since that, some books of Mr. Muhammad Zaman Khokhar, who has been completed his books on Nugaza Ashab, and before that, Mr. Hafiz Shamsuddin Gulyanwi completed his own written handwritten document on 440 Rasul and Mursalins which have been already buried in Gujarat. And Mr. Zaman Khokhar visited all these shrines in Gujarat, Mandi Baudin, Sialkot, Faisalabad, Sialkot and Gujranwala. And then some graves are available in Gujran and Jhelum too. Jhelum is the city where some Mursaleen are the Hazrat Kambit alayhi salatu wasalam.
Jhelum is the city of Mursalins. Hazrat Kambit's shrine is located in Jhelum, who is also known as Salman Paras.
Mursalins are the messengers of God.
Mursalins are tombs of messengers. Prophets and messengers are two terminologies. They are distinctive and already defined by religion. The meaning of prophet and the meaning of messenger. All of them were buried there. Shamsuddin Gulyanwi's discovery was identified in 1880. He wrote about them, and Zaman Khokhar visited all the places, and he presented the notes as evidence by the name of Nugaza in Sialkot. When Zaman Khokhar reflected upon history of Gujarat, he mentioned my paternal grandfather's uncle on page number 104. Zaman Khokhar asked him the name of a shrine, and he replied, Hazrat Silvanam, and he is from the ancestors of Hazrat Yusuf Siddiq. That is the evidence that confirms me, and I have a relation with Sufis. I have a connection with Sufi literature and a strong connection with Sufi music.
Hazrat Yusuf Siddiq ki aulad mein se. So that is the evidence which confident me कि जी मेरा ताल्लुक जो है वो सूफियों के साथ, मेरा ताल्लुक तसव्वुफ के साथ, मेरा ताल्लुक इस सूफी लिटरेचर के साथ और मेरा ताल्लुक सूफी म्यूजिक के साथ कितना स्ट्रॉन्ग है.
So where does this connection with music come into place?
Yes, it comes into place when I heard the voice.
When I heard the voice of Nobat and Nakara at a shrine. There was a time Nobat and Nakara was played 3 times. There were also some verses that were recited with it, which I am not aware of. I tried to, and even today I am still trying to find out someone at the 7 who can play the Nobat, who can teach me those verses that he recite while playing the instrument. There was an advert that was playing a while ago. The Urdu word Alif stands for Allah, the Meme stands for Muhammad, and the An stands for Ali. I will do now. I don't know the author of this, who wrote it, but there was some peace in this recitation. There was proof of reference that will grow, so Nobat and Nakara are the reason why I developed a connection with music at a very young age. And gradually, I often used to listen to Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan's Qawwali, Ni Main Jana Jogi De Naal, has a spiritual element. Then Baba Bulle Shah, his teachings, and it was in his melody and raga. All of these things amounted to my inclination towards music, Sufism, and Sufi literature.
To be a person who loved to music and Sufism and Sufi literature as well.
Nakara is also an instrument that is very common in Punjab, especially in Sikh music
in Sikh music.
manuscripts. We hear a lot about Nakara.
Nakara.
And even in Mughal era, they used to announce major news over Nakara.
Over Nakara. Similarly, in our some other part of the country, we have heard the beat of dhol to announce some special messages to the community. They used to play the dhol. And then they announce, or it was a time in Punjab even then, when somebody wants to announce something else special, they hire a dhol player and they beat the dhol in front of the announcer and they announce. ये फिल्म का भी एक सीन रहा है, एक परेड रहा है फिल्म में भी.
There was also a port of movies. There was a period I remember in Lahore and other areas. A dhol player would sit on a horse cart and there would be a huge poster of a movie and he would play the dhol and announces the release of a movie.
So it has been used as tool to announce something special. Either it's a news, either it's a entertainment activity or whatever it is.
Matinee shows कहते थे.
Matinee shows कहते थे या उस टाइम पे कुछ इस तरह की चीज़ें इस्तेमाल हो रही थी. तो ये रहा है एक ज़माने से. तो that is why कि मज़ार के साथ जो है मज़ारात के साथ जुड़ा हुआ जो है वो म्यूजिक टूल एक तो म्यूजिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट.
Yes, matinee shows, or at that time this was a common tool. This has been used at sewing points. That's why in regards to shrines, musical instruments are connected to shrines. The instruments used were nakara and nobat, which is also used today in Sindh. In Punjab, the dhol was common, and let me tell you something, the first beat of the dhol is maskalandar. This may be new to some, but all the dhol players, signs, etc., all these signs are considered dhol players. If you ask them what is the first beat of dhol, they'll tell you it's maskalandar. When he starts playing, he will play maskalandar. This is an inbuilt affiliation with saints. History and theories show that all dhol players are students of Sakhi Sarwar. If they are students of Sakhi Sarwar buried in Dera Ghazi Khan, then why doesn't their beat praise Sakhi Sarwar instead of Mast Kalandar?
सर्वर को अनाउंस करना चाहिए, उनको बजाना चाहिए, उसमें से आवाज़ आनी चाहिए, सर्वर की आवाज़ आनी चाहिए. जबकि ढोल की फर्स्ट बीट जो है वो मस्त कलंदर की बजती है.
And why is that?
Why is that? क्योंकि कलंदर ने जो contribute.
Because Kalandar made a significant contribution to their lives and they were literate through dhol, so naturally the first beat is Mast Kalandar. Many people are popular because of Mast Kalandar.
कि मस्त कलंदर की वजह से बहुत से लोग पॉपुलर हैं.
The beat of drum is something on which every baby dances.
Which every baby dances, everyone, not only baby, even the animals. We have seen in Pakistan, we have seen in Punjab, we have seen in Sindh and in some other areas.
Or horses or ox dance to the dhol, animals dance to it. The beat of the dhol is similar to the heartbeat and the first stroke builds a connection with the heart, and then that's when you begin playing.
Build up हो जाता है, then you have to start moving.
So coming towards Folk Studios is an organization that works for promotion of folk music, folk instruments, especially Kafi.
Yes.
How did you come up with this idea? You're currently the chairman, you have researched and you were telling me about 36,000 books that you have collected? 3,600 books that you have collected,
Sufi.
And you have traveled all across Pakistan. You call yourself a fakir, and being a fakir, traveling is the first condition for that.
Traveling is the first condition for that. If you belong to any silsila, you have to move first of all.
So what is this organization?
उसमें पहला जो आपका सवाल है फोक स्टूडियो का, फोक स्टूडियो के बनाने के पीछे वो सारी रिसर्च, वो ट्रैवल, वो लिटरेचर.
In reference to your first question regarding folk studio, my affiliation with folk stories, music, literature, and my attachment and my work as a research folk studio is a part of it all. If I had not traveled, studied, enhanced knowledge, then I would not have reached here. That's why instead of giving it a Sufi name or something else, we named it Folk Studio, because folk is primary, essential medium.
फोक एक ऐसा मीडियम है, एक ऐसी चीज़ है कि जो इंतहाई प्राइमरी है, एसेंशियल्स में से शामिल है.
And it connects to the messages.
Connects to the messages, connect to the society, माशरे के साथ जुड़ा हुआ जो है.
And it connects with society. Since society has existed, so has folk. When we define folk in Urdu, we call it for the common man. In that common music, there is a lot of transparency and prominent. That is Sufi literature.
That is the Sufi literature. That is the literature of our poets, our Sufi poets who have been contributed for the peace and prosperity of the society, जिसमें उनकी जो हिजर की कैफियत है.
The stories of their separation, the stories of their union, they wrote them, and this is a great significance that they wrote these stories many years ago. In 2017, no one writes anything for you, whether he is passionate for it, whether it is a matter of separation or union.
उसकी कोई हिजर की कैफियत हो, चाहे उसकी कोई वसल की कैफियत हो या कोई और कैफियत हो.
And these are very intense emotions.
These are very intense emotions. तो इसमें से मुझे इस सारे ट्रैवल में इस सारे को लिटरेचर को
These are intense emotions, and from this travel and from reading books, literature and Sufism, I discovered a lot. Now we also have to find a way of earning money. I need a lot of money for it. I need a huge team, and I need to take many steps that will result in folk studio standing at a certain stage and be able to initiate its production.
इसके लिए मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा टीम भी चाहिए और बहुत ज़्यादा फर्दर स्टेप्स लेने हैं, जिसके बाद जाके फोक स्टूडियो एक सर्टन स्टेज पे आके अपनी प्रोडक्शन शुरू कर सकेगा. बट द मैंडेट ऑफ द फोक स्टूडियो इज प्रोडक्शन और इवेंट मैनेजमेंट.
The mandate of folk studio is production and event management, which includes melas, Sufi mela and production. And our production also includes Sufi teachings, Sufi literature and Sufi music. And you know Pakistan is rich in literature and we have an abundance of teachers.
बहुत बड़े बड़े नाम हैं, बहुत बड़े बड़े औलिया मौजूद हैं.
Like Hamid Ali Bela.
म्यूजिशियंस में, गाने वालों में हामिद अली बेला मौजूद हैं, ज़ाहिदा परवीन मौजूद हैं. उसके बाद
Musicians such as Hamid Ali Bela, Zahida Parveen, Pathan Khan, Abda Parveen and many more. And not just singers, there are many performers involved too. There are people who solely contribute to Sufism by playing the dhol.
ढोल बजाना ही सूफीज़म के अंदर बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन है.
Okay. How about we play a Kafi for our viewers and then we come back?
Sure,
and talk
of
about-
course. ये आप
Hamid Ali Bela Saab plays Shah Hussein's Kafi. He has mostly sung Shah Hussain such as Oh My Mother, Whom Shall I Tell My Torments of Separation.
then we will.
Okay. Friends, let's listen to Maini Mein Kinnu Akhan by Hamid Ali Bela. Sajjad sir, this Kafi felt very painful. What was happening in there?
काफ़ी बेसिकली पेनफुल नहीं है, काफ़ी पीसफुल है और काफ़ी सुनने के बाद जो आपको सुकून मुयस्सर आता है वो किसी और म्यूज़िक को सुनने के बाद नहीं आता।
Kafi is not painful, Kafi is peaceful. After listening to Kafi, the eternal peace that you achieved is not possible to achieve through any other music. Now the reason for this is the person who wrote this Kafi. As we just heard the poetry of Shah Hussain, it is important to understand who Shah Hussain Sahab was, who was his teacher and his student. Shah Hussain falls in Qadriya Sufism sect. He is a follower of Bari Imam. Bari Imam falls in Qadriya sect. And in Qadriya sect, he had a student called Behlul, also known as Behlul Daryal. His shrine is in Chinyot.
दरियाई के नाम से मशहूर हैं। चिन्योट में उनका मज़ार है और वो जब लाहौर में गए एक ज़माने में तो वहाँ पे हाफिज़ अबू बकर की मस्जिद में टकसाली गेट के पास उनकी मस्जिद थी, वहाँ कुछ बच्चे पढ़ रहे थे तो उन बच्चों को कुरान करीम पढ़ते हुए देख के बहुत खुश हुए और उनको उन्होंने फरमाया
At some point when he traveled to Lahore, his mosque was near Texla Gate. Hafiz Abu Bakr Mosque. He was very pleased to witness children reading the Quran. He stated that do not focus on the words, focus on their meaning. He used the word khal and hal. The children did not understand what he meant, but they enjoyed the verses. One child asked, "Sir, what is khal and what is hal?" To which he replied, "Don't just read the text, it is vital to understand it too and live by what you understand." The child was inspired by his advice and ensured that he would understand what he is reading, and that child was Hussain, Shah Hussain.
शाह हुसैन था। तो फिर शाह हुसैन पे जब बेलोल दरियाई की नज़र पड़ी और मुर्शद की नज़र ने और ज़्यादा चीज़ें खोली और उसके बाद उनको और ज़्यादा चीज़ें रोशन नज़र आना शुरू हुई, तो वही शाह हुसैन आगे बढ़ के जो है लाहौर में
He gained the attention of Belul, and Belul saw a reflection of enlightenment from him. Shah Hussain writes about his life in Lahore. The background contribution towards these notes is of Hazrat Belul Daryal. He blossomed his chest, enlightened his eyes, and opened his mind, and then he became a follower of Belul and Daryal, and became famous as Shah Hussain.
के मुरीद होने की हैसियत से शाह हुसैन के नाम से मशहूर हुए।
Was this the first time anyone wrote Kafi, or people had been writing Kafi before?
I think it was the first one. He was the first one who has started to write down the Kafi in Punjabi poetry और पंजाबी language में, और पंजाबी में भी शाहमुखी पंजाबी में खास तौर पे।
He was the first one to write in Kafi in Punjabi poetry and languages, especially in fluent Punjabi. This grace is in fact Bari Sarkar's grace that has origins in Qadriya. I'd like to contribute a little bit more here. There is a popular folk story of Punjab, Heer and Ranjha. Murad Bakhsh and his Bibi are their actual names, and they are followers of Hazrat Ahmad, who is the son of Hazrat Jalaluddin Bukhari. At that time, caste system was of great significance, and in order to normalize out of caste relations, Master advised him to give his life to this character, one who has a relation with Khediya and then Seal, and Heer and Raja is from another family. These characters were built to kill the system of caste and greed, and this was done according to advice by the master.
उसको इन्होंने नॉर्मलाइज करने के लिए इनको मुर्शिद ने कहा कि आप इस कैरेक्टर में आएं, ताकि इक्वालिटी का खेड़ियों के साथ जो है आपका रिश्ता, और उसके बाद सियाल का, हीर का, सियाल का, और फिर रांझा दूसरी फैमिली से है। तो ये जो कास्ट एंड क्रीड का कल्चर उस वक्त मौजूद था, तो उसको तोड़ने के लिए ये सारे करैक्टर।
Even if you visit Jhang today, my Heer's shrine is buried with Ranjha. This is history that supports them both. Shah Hussain used these characters and their passion to set an example in order to break greed and caste.
इन सारी चीज़ों को, और ये वो सूफ़ी है जिसने उनको गाइड किया। तो इसी वजह से इन दोनों के करैक्टर्स को इस्तारे के तौर पे शाह हुसैन ने इस्तेमाल किया। शाह हुसैन ने वो जबर जो था हीर पे कि आपने रांझे के साथ नहीं जाना, आपको खेड़ियों के साथ ही जाना पड़ेगा, तो वो जो जबर है वो इस्तारे के।
There is a verse, "If you can stop me, mother, then stop me," which signifies when he requests her mother to stop everything because she cannot go through with her orders. The folk story was already existent. Shah Hussain just highlighted the importance of the equality of this story.
तो ये इस्तारा जो है वो उस वक्त डेवलप हुआ जब ये स्टोरी पैरेलल चल रही थी। तो ये जो फोक स्टोरी है, फोक लिटरेचर जो है, ये साथ था, तो फिर शाह हुसैन ने इसमें से इस्तारे निकाले। तो मैं समझता हूँ
it's also a message of resistance towards inequality in society.
Inequalities and unequal societies. तो ये
What I love about his contribution is that it is praiseworthy to raise an issue such as inequality at that time. He protested against the practice by writing about it. We see teachings of Baba Bulle Shah. He openly addresses every character and aspects that attempt to dominate society or aim to sabotage the society. Whether it is based on religion or by a cleric, he clearly condemns them. However, this is not the case today. Maybe we should learn more from these Sufis.
वो लिखते थे, आज ऐसा नहीं है, हमें शायद इस सूफी से ज़्यादा सीखना है।
जी, the concept of Kafi is very popular in southern part of Punjab. The entire belt of Rohi that is a very dry part. It's a desert. It's considered an area that has no life, no water. people are
Yeah.
supposed to be very sad there.
Very
but
sad
how
there.
come so much love and so much romance comes out in the poetry of that region?
In fact, the major thing is environment. We have to look into the environment of the Saraiki belt, especially Dera Ghazi Khan, Rajanpur, Multan belt, जहाँ पे शदीद गर्मी होती है दिन में पानी.
It is extremely hot in these areas during the day. The Chenab River is situated here and it links with Indus River at the top.
उस ज़माने में पानी मुयस्सर नहीं था, उस ज़माने में
So it was completely dry.
ड्राई था. तो उसके बाद जो है ख्वाजा फरीद.
But during the era of Khwaja Farid, there wasn't even any concept of water in the area. There was no water available in the area. It was completely dry. By Khwaja Farid, I am referring to Khwaja Farid from Kot Mithan. I need to present a Sufi reference. Khwaja Farid is from the subsect of Moharvi Chishti, Moharvi Nizam Chishti. There is Hazrat Mohyuddin Chishti, then Hazrat Nizamuddin Auliya, and then Hazrat Moharvi. The Moharvi lineage goes to Hazrat Khwaja. Khwaja Sahab had an understanding of music. He chose symphony to recite his poetry and inserted all the Kafis in there. His Kafis were sung by many famous artists of the Saraiki belt, such as Pathan Khan, Zahida Parveen, Shahida Parveen. There are many more in the Multan belt. Suraya Multanikar is renowned, and Suraya Multanikar has a family with a musical background. She belongs to the family of Ustad Ashik Ali Khan from Patiala.
सादा आशिक अली खान के शागिर्दों में से. तो ये एक पटियाला घराने का एक पूरा बैकग्राउंड है म्यूजिक का.
So let's play Pathan Khan
Sure,
for
of course,
viewers.
of course, of course.
Let's listen to Pathan Khan singing a very popular Kafi, Meda Ishq Bhi Tu, Meda Yaar Bhi Tu.
Meda husn te bhaag, suhag bhi tu, meda husn te bhaag, suhag bhi tu, meda bakht te naam nishaan bhi tu, meda bakht te naam nishaan bhi tu, meda dekhan bharan ja chal ju chal samjhan ya sunan bhi tu, mede thadhde saute मुझ मुझारी, मेरे ठठड़े साते मुझ मुझारी, हंझूंदे तूफान तू, मेरे दिल को दिलों ने सीधा मांगा, लाज़मी होने त्राण तू, मेरी कच्चल मुसा गोई तू, मेरी सुर्खी बीरा पान भी तू, मेरी सुर्खी बीरा पान भी तू, मेरी वहशत जोश जुनूबी 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 तू, मेरा गिरिया फुगावी तू, मेरा गिरिया फुगावी तू, मेरा अव्वल आखिर दरबार जाहिर ते पिनहान भी तू, मेरा बादल बरखा खिलना गाजा, बादल बरखा मेरा बादल बरखा खिलना गाजा, बारिश ते बारां भी तू, मेरा बादल बरखा खिलना गाजा, बारिश ते बारां भी तू, मेरा मुल्क मलीर ते मारो ਥਲਣਾ ਮੁਲਕ ਮਲੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਮੁਲਕ ਮਲੀ ਉਤੇ ਮਾਰੂ ਥਲਣਾ ਰੋਹੀ ਚੁਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਤੂੰ ਜੇ ਯਾਰ ਫਰੀਦ ਕਬੂਲ करे जे यार फरीद कबूल करे सरकार भी तू सुल्तान भी तू सरकार भी तू सुल्तान भी तू न तक कहते न कमतर आह कर अदना ला शैला इमकान भी तू इश्क भी तू मेरा यार भी तू मेरा दिल भी तू ईमान भी तू मेरा जिस्म भी तू मेरा रूह भी तू मेरा कल्ब भी तू जिंद जान भी तू मेरा काबा किबला मस्जिद मिंबर मुसाफ ते
Beautiful song. Pathan Khan, no doubt, has a very strong voice, and when he sings, it feels like whatever he sings, it comes from within his heart and it's sung from his soul. But a lot of women have also sung Kafi, like you mentioned Suraya Multanikar and Zahida Parveen. There were other names like Abda Parveen. How come women are not that popular? Is this because they are marginalized on purpose, or they are the voices that are coming from regions that are relatively less loud or less open to going out in public spaces, probably?
I think it was a time, but at present, Kafi is a major poetry which is supporting to the all folk singers, especially Kafi singers, especially the female singers, especially the singers who has any affiliation with the Sufism or tasawwuf किसी भी हवाले से यही वजह है कि हम देखते हैं कि काफ़ी
This is the reason why we see that those who sing Kafi have international recognition, and Kafi has aided them in becoming what they are today. This includes big names such as Zahida Parveen, Shahida Parveen, Suraya Multanikar. In recent times, Abida Parveen is included in this list. And recently, in fact most recently, our singer Sanam Marvi, she just performed at an event in America as a state guest. These are all renowned names. There are many in Lahore. Fariya Parvez had done bits.
और बाकी भी हैं ऐसे लोग, लेकिन पंजाब में ये इसलिए ज़्यादा हमें मिलते हैं कि पंजाब का जो रिच कल्चर है.
The reason why it is more popular in Punjab is because the rich culture of Punjab allows them a lot of space. The fun fairs and other related events includes a source of income for them, which is a major inspirational source. Other than that, they are also fulfilling the passion, and at the same time they are able to meet their needs.
इस वजह से पंजाब ज़्यादा स्पेस देता है इनको. अगर यही स्पेस इनको किसी सर्टेन टाइम में सरहद में मिल रही होती, KPK में मिल रही होती तो
If they were allowed the same space at a certain time in the north, in KPK, this is why we have heard Rahman Baba's name during our childhood. But there is no ongoing activity there. Similarly, in Balochistan, if there was any activity, Baloch singers would have been highly popular. In Sindh, if it is existent, it is because of fun fairs. I'm referring to fun fairs at shrines, such as Seven, where large number of crowds attend, and Hazrat Sachal Sarma's shrine crowd pays a visit, and the writer of Shajo Risalo, Shah Abdul Latif Bhatai, his fair is highly popular, and many folk singers have in fact sprung to popularity from within these shrines. For example, the one I can instantly recall is Sanam Marvi, who rose to fame from here. She used to sing at Shah Abdul Latif Bhatai's shrine, and so did Abda Parveen. So these are places that have produced folk singers and promoted folk art. They have promoted folk instruments, and the world has heard them and continue to listen to them today. Even though they left the world hundreds of years ago, but their work still lives.
उनका किया हुआ काम, उनका folk पे किया हुआ काम. The folk is life, life is life.
Thank you so much for coming to our studios.
Thank you so much for
We hope
calling me here, especially and inviting me for this program. And
You have been listening to me so eagerly. With the blessing of my friends and love bestowed upon us by the viewers, Folk Studio will grow, God willing. We have some Sufi traditions that we cannot unfollow. Qasida will be your first production. I cannot yet tell you when this will take place, but I can assure you it will be a qasida.
बाहर नहीं निकल सकते, हमारी अपनी कुछ रवायात हैं सूफ़ी की, तसव्वुफ़ की. कसीदा हमारी पहली प्रोडक्शन होगा. अब ये मैं नहीं बता सकता कि कब होगा, बट कसीदा होगा.
Thank you so much, Saj Sahab. Friends, we'll say goodbye here. Before we all leave, I would like to play one of my favorite Kafis by Suraya Multanikar, which Rohi Dirhan Diya. Keep watching Folk Beats every Sunday on PTV World. Goodbye.
Rohi de randhiyan nazik nazo jattiyan vich rohi de randhiyan nazik nazo jattiyan vich rohi de randhiyan nazik nazo jattiyan vich rohi de randhiyan उछड़े तीर चला मिनकारी उछड़े तीर चला मिनकारी सै दिलड़ियां फटियां सै दिलड़ियां फटियां नाजुक नाजो जटियां चुरोही दे रांधियां नाजुक नाजो जटियां राती करन शिकार दिली दे राती करन शिकार दिली दे निहतवल होड़न मट्टियां निहतवल होड़न मट्टियां नाजुक नाजो जट्टियां चुरोही दे रांधियां नाजुक नाजो जट्टियां छेड़न भेड़ा बकरियां गाई छेड़न भेड़ा बकरियां गाई ले लेगा भे कट्टियां ले लेगा भे कट्टियां नाजुक नाजो जट्टियां बिचरोही दे रांधियां नाजुक नाजो जट्टियां कर दर्द मदा को जख्मी कर दर्द मदा को जख्मी हाय हाय बदन न पट्टियां हाय हाय बदन न पट्टियां नाजुक नाजो जट्टियां बिचरोही दे रांधियां नाजुक नाजो जट्टियां मुझ फरीद मजीद हमेशा मुझ फरीद मजीद हमेशा आजकल खुशियां घटियां आजकल खुशियां घटियां नाजुक नाजो जट्टियां बिचरोही दे रांधियां नाजुक नाजो जट्टियां मुझ फरीद मजीद हमेशा मुझ फरीद मजीद हमेशा आजकल खुशियां घटियां आजकल कल खुशियां खट्टियां नाजिक नाजो जट्टियां बिच रोही दे रांधियां नाजिक